Mom always had a way of turning love into a competition. That night, she didn't even look at me when she said it, just swirled the ice in her glass and smirked. You'll never be as good as your sister. The words hung in the air like cigarette smoke. Stale, poisonous, impossible to escape. I didn't flinch, just smiled, slow and deliberate. Then, ask her to pay your bills. Silence was the kind that stretched and cracked. Between breaths, her hand froze midair. My sister's fork stopped halfway to her mouth. They didn't know yet, not fully, but they would. Started months ago, or maybe years. The resentment was layered, disguised under holiday hugs and forced laughter. Growing up, my sister Claire was the golden child. Prettier, lighter, easier to love. Mom built her like a shrine, polished her flaws until they gleamed. Me? I was the stubborn one, the one who should have tried harder. When Dad died, I handled everything. The funeral costs, the paperwork, the unpaid mortgage. Mom forgot to mention. Claire showed up in designer black and left before sunset, saying grief wasn't good for her mental health. I said nothing. I just paid the bills quietly. Then came the betrayal, slow, creeping, surgical. Mom called me one night, voice trembling, said she needed a loan just until the insurance settled. I wired the money the next morning. 3 weeks later, I saw a Facebook post. Mom and Claire at a spa in Bali. Caption: healing with my favorite daughter. That was the moment something in me hardened. Not anger, not even pain, just clarity. I didn't confront her. Not yet. Instead, I started paying attention. I noticed the unopened letters piling on her counter. Final notices, bank threats. I noticed how her voice softened when she wanted something, how guilt had become her currency. I kept my tone sweet. Kept helping. Small things, strategic things. I made sure every financial document, every property title, every power of attorney form she asked me to sign went through me first. Mom never read the fine print. I did. She wanted me to help refinance her house. Her house, she emphasized, so she could get back on her feet. I agreed, of course. I let her sign the papers, except the papers didn't refinance the house. They transferred it to me. For months, I played the beautiful daughter, fixed her leaking roof, paid her electricity, made her feel safe. Meanwhile, Claire kept her distance, the loyal visitor who only arrived for birthdays and Instagram photos. Mom didn't notice the shift until it was irreversible. Then the day came, the family dinner. She'd invited everyone, Claire, her husband, their smug little circle of perfection. Could smell the cheap perfume and judgment the second I walked in. Mom poured herself a drink before I even sat down. You look tired, she said. Still working that same job. Claire laughed softly, the way people do when they're used to being admired. I cut my steak and said nothing. Then Mom went for it. That same rehearsed cruelty. You should learn from your sister. She knows how to take care of herself. And then the knife. You'll never be as good as her. I set my fork down, looked her dead in the eyes. Then ask her to pay your bills. The room stilled. Claire's husband blinked. Claire frowned. What bills? I pulled out the envelope, the mortgage statements, the unpaid utilities, the foreclosure warnings, all with my name listed as the property owner. Mom's color drained. She opened her mouth, but no sound came out. I kept my voice calm, almost gentle. Warned you to read before signing. You didn't. You were too busy pretending. Claire glanced between us, confused. What's going on? I looked at her. Really looked at her. She can stay with you now. The house isn't hers anymore. That was 3 months ago. Mom tried to fight it. First hired a lawyer, cried about betrayal, but the law doesn't bend for sentiment. And I kept every receipt, every transfer, every lie she ever texted me. She lost the house quietly. Didn't evict her. I just waited. When the bills piled up, when the notices came, she called. Her voice was small. This time, I didn't know what I was signing. I know, I said. You never did. She asked if I could help her again. Told her I'd think about it. I didn't. Now, sometimes I drive past that house. The one she once called her kingdom. It's quieter now, cleaner. My name on. The deed still feels strange, like justice wearing the wrong skin. Claire hasn't spoken to me since. Mom still sends messages. I don't open them. I'm not proud of what I did, but pride isn't the point. Control is.